G'day everyone, welcome back. I figured we're going to go on today with continuing to alter this travel wallet, and the first thing I'm going to do is remove these hardware bits because I want to be it's going to end up chunky, my book, and this will restrict it. So I want to actually remove the components. So hopefully it will be less of a problem than and we're going to cover this anyway at some point, so it doesn't really matter what it ends up looking like underneath, but I just want to take it out, which is sometimes easier said than done. And obviously you don't need to, it just depends on your personal preference. But I wish to, so I'm going to. Alright, another pair of pliers required. Got that out. There we go. We are going to use that, so don't stress too much about how that looks. And then we've got this one. Again, it's just about some manipulation. So how is everyone doing? It is hot here today, and I have not turned on the aircon, which is really silly on my part. But, so if you see any drips, it's just, oh, I didn't mean to go that far. It's alright, we are going to cover it. Sometimes it's just better if I left sleeping dogs lie, but you know, I'm just not that kind of girl. There we go. It's like surgery again. Okay. Done skis. Alright. So we've got that. Now it's a matter of fixing this, which is easy to do. This is going to get covered, so I'm not worried about that. And we are going to add some hardware. Now, thought about just keeping it silver, but I don't want to. So I'm going to rust it up, and I'm going to do that by using one of these patina things that I have. So this is from Christy Felsen Friesland presents Swelgant Patina. Tiffany Green Rust. No. So I'm just going to add some of that into my little jar of, chemicals. And where did I put all the silk bits? I'm going to put these guys in, mix them all about, and I'm just going to let them sit in there for a little bit, and hopefully we will have a result at the end. Okay, what we're going to do while we're waiting is we're going to punch a hole here to match the hole that's already there. So come in with the larger size of my crocodile and go bump, done. And then we're going to add some holes along these flaps. So I have gone along and I've just stitched across the edges and tidied them up, but I'm going to use them as tie downs. So I'm going to come in with the smaller component now, and I'm going to kind of just aim for, about there, looks good. About there, looks good. Oh, wait up, I need a couple more of those eyelets. I forgot a part that I'm doing. Need a couple more of the big ones. Always on camera. Things get fiddly. Okay, gonna continue on with these guys. Oh. My brain's like, yep, doesn't want to. Now I do have a proper leather punch there somewhere, but that requires effort to try and find it, so, we're doing it this way. And snip away little bits that didn't quite release. See, this is what happens. I get concentrating and I get quiet. And it's like, oh yeah, that's right. I'm meant to be talking to you all. And I'm like, yes. Okay, so we want to make some things. Oh wait up, I'm going to do another hole punch. Right in the centre of this spine. Should I measure it? Yes. Am I going to? No. Alright, come on. You can get in there. Ugh. There we go. Right up near the top is where I want it. I'm going to go for there. Got that one. I'm using the bigger side here. Ah. Come on, there we go. Alright, okay, so we've got those done. I think that's all of the holes required. Let's see how this is looking. Might need a little bit longer. What I'm going to do is, because I'm lazy and I know that this works, this one like is super quick, is I'm going to add some darkening stuff to it. So this is the same thing, but this one is in darkening. I'm just going to add a little bit of that. And hopefully we will get a reaction happening soon. Now it does happen, it's just that obviously while you're on film you're trying to get it to happen faster. Some are starting to turn, which is good. Yep, they're all looking good. Let's scoopy these guys out. Beautiful. Yep, and I'll leave that and use it again at another point. Just like that. Dry off for a bit. And then we might be kind of good to go. I'm going to let them dry off, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause for a moment. I did have just a scrap piece of paper, but of course, is it there? Is I'm going to paint this zip with that liquid and see how we go with converting that as well. Just to take off the edge, and luckily I did because I forgot one. There's always one that wants to not play. So I'm going to let that sit there for a little bit and see if that will just take off the edge off that silver. And then I will come back and we'll continue adding the hardware. Okay, so we're back and I have just darkened this little silver one a little bit and we can continue to add the hardware. But before we do, I want to take a strip off this. Now this comes like these, so they're old notebook covers as part of the kit that I'm working with the Victorian Gentleman digital kit from Scrimping Mummy. But I'm going to take off this spine here because I don't need it for what I want to do with this. And I'm going to use that to help make the components of the tie downs. Okay, so I've got that. What I'm going to do now is just get a bit of leftover card that I'll have laying around. And of course, when you're after, you know, I collect all my scraps and the exact size that I want. Do you think it's there? No, but I can work with what I've found. Okay, so I'm just going to add this to there, glue that down. I might use glitter glue just simply because of speed, not for any other reason. Otherwise I'd use the acetone basic glue. It's just that it takes a little bit longer to dry. Alright. Adding this down onto this. Trying to think, do I want to double it over? May as well, the stronger the better. So I'm just going to fold this in half as well. Okay. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the little side of this. They always get stuck in there. It's the only annoying part of this. The bits get stuck in the thingy-jiggy. I know technical terms. Alright, I'm going to come in and I'm going to just punch some holes along here. That one might be too close, we'll find out. Going to need 8. We'll do another one for good luck, and another one, just in case, you know. I'd rather have too many than not enough. I can use them somewhere else. Okay. This one does not want to come off. Alrighty. It's also why I never have good nails. See all these people with nice nails and I'm like, how do they do that? I'm like, it's never going to happen. Alright, I'm going to come along now. I've got this one here, which is probably 3/4 of an inch size circle punch, and I'm like going to add this to the middle of, maybe I shouldn't have doubled it up. I'll put another one here. Let's see if that one works a little bit better. it's a little bit smaller again, I think. Oh. There we go. We got one. Alright, I'm going to go along and do the rest because I don't think you want to see me trying to push through that, and then I'll be back. Oakley dockily, I've cut them all out. I'm just going to go along and ink the edges. Just to get rid of any whiteness and age them up a little bit more. All the fiddly things. So I'm going to have stained fingers and chip nails. Yup. Sounds like my life. Just got a message from one of the kids. She's out at the beach with her boyfriend and she just got stung by a jellyfish. She's okay, it was only a slight sting, but I'm like, well, there you go. I did respond with, did you put vinegar on it? I was going to respond, did you pee on it? But I thought that probably wouldn't go down too well. Alright. Okay, so let's start looking at adding these. So I'm going to use the little eyelets for this one. And of course, just slightly too small. And comes in the pencil. I tell you what, always filming makes it look more difficult than it really is. Had no problems punching out the other ones after I'd paused the camera. And now I'm like looking fumbly trying to do this. To be honest, I couldn't remember what size hole I needed for these eyelets, so it's my fault more than anything else. And I don't want to go try and come back to the crocodile and make the holes bigger because I will probably stuff it. So I'm going to go finish doing these and then I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back and I've done the majority of them, so you don't need to see me fumbling through it all. So I've just attached them to these components. So it is just a matter of sticking it in through the hole. I did go back with crocodile and put the bigger hole punch in because, you know, that just makes life so much easier. There we go. Of course, this is what happens when I do it on camera. Things go wrong. Didn't have any problem until now. So I missed the hole. Luckily I made some sparesies. I usually actually have a whole little collection of these already done in the, I do a whole bulk load at a time. And then I just broke that one. I'm doing real well. It's alright, for what we need, doesn't matter. To add it around. it in. Come on. Why are you being torturous to me? No. Alright, I'm going to have to make another one and then I will come back and try and sort out what's going on with the whole Murphy's Law of trying to do this on camera. I'll be back. And of course it worked perfectly when I'm not filming. That is just the way it goes. Alright, let's add some more hardware. So these are the bigger ones. Might need to increase size here too, just so that we can get this through. Yay, one actually worked on camera. Woo! Alright. The last one here. So what this allows us now to do is to do a Midori style. I'm just going to go back on this one and just do it a little bit more. I have to put it the right way around. Alright, so we've got a Midori style closure, so we're going to put some elastic in through there and it will then hold down on the signature booklet that we put inside, and that will be good. Alright, I think we're getting there. Okay, they are in, so that's okay. I'm like, you know, because everything seems to be going wrong. Alright, give you an idea of what we're going to look like. Let's get some string. If I have any. Ugh, too much effort for that one. You'll do here. Here's some twine. What we'll do is we'll come in under one. And just going to cut a big chunk. Tie a nut. Double knot it just to be safe. this will go up like so, and this one down like that, and up over that one, and you can come back down to this one if you want to, just to make it look even. I'm just going to leave that as it is till we decide what we're going to do with it. I'm going to cut off another bit of length. Fiddler. First knot, second, just make sure it's not going to go anywhere. And we come up, down, all the way around. Back over to this one. Don't need quite that much. So I'm going to cut off some of these because I don't need them quite so long and they'll drive me insane. Alright, so we got them. Oh, come on. Let's do a little bit more. And then come in. So. And up through this one. Yeah, there we go. Yay, good job, you. I'm going to come back through here. If I can, Jen. Usually, I do not have as many problems as I do. Alrighty. I must be nervous in some way. Who knows? Back up through this one. I'll tie that off for now. And that way we've got the potential for 2 signature books if we choose to, or just one, and it'll be double held in. But the option is there. And then the last one is, do I want to use twine on the outside just to keep with consistency? May as well. We can always change our mind. It's not permanent. I'm going to double this one up. Come come through, leap, and that will allow us to roll it around a few times. Okay, so somehow after all of that mess, I've managed to finish it. Woo! Well, you know, finish this little bit of it. And if you're still here, kudos to you, watching me just flounder around. Okay, so we've got that. We'll open up like that. These we're going to add some stuff to. This is for our little traveller's notebooks, journal parts to go into. And it's now starting to look a little bit more vintagey. This we will cover at some point. And yeah, so it's kind of there, ready for the next video, which we will probably start adding some components to the journal. Now that we've got it all built and ready to go, we'll add some in the next one. Thank you very much for being here. As always, remember, be kind, be strong, be a warrior, and I'll see you later. Bye.